just you and me. Come in on me arms and make me feel so warm. I'll give you all my charm, but I can't take it no longer. This feeling is getting stronger, girl. So strong. This feeling is getting so strong. So strong. Oh, so strong. Yeah. So strong. This feeling is getting so strong.
99.9.
Oh, so strong.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-9997. Activated Mornings on WEFM 99.9 is on now.
We are back with more talk time here on Activated Mornings with Roleza and Dianna on the Clean Fresh Sound 99.9 WEFM. Always remember that you can call us or text us. We prefer calls 457-9997. That's our WhatsApp number. That's our landline number. You give us a call and you are through. You can be a part of our discussion. If you have questions, if you have comments, you are always welcome. I noticed did we have anything from before?
All right, well, no? I know some persons were trying to call before. So you can probably use the opportunity to call now based on the things that we spoke about before. So let me see, going back up here to Troublesome Trevor. Let's see. Okay, okay. Hi, Joshua, morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
You somehow, how come you sound so depressed?
Perhaps tis hunger. We don't know. We could guess. Maybe I'm hungry. Maybe I'm thirsty. Maybe I want to sleep.
I hate to say this publicly because you folks never take me seriously.
With what?
Joshua.
I've asked a few times.
Oh Lord.
Talk to me.
Okay, go ahead. Let me hear what you're saying because I have a feeling I know what you're going to say.
Okay, what am I going to say? Tell me.
The offer that you extended to us?
Yes.
But Joshua, I comment. I tell you what to do.
But you have not given me the information. Now, I'm not saying this in a boastful manner, but I'm a real person. Okay, I talk. I walk the talk. And if only you'd give me the contact. Now, this is only extended to you folks at the WEFM. Nobody else.
Let me rope in a friend.
I will ensure that that you have something to eat. I guarantee you that. This is not for everybody.
All right, I will look for the contact information. Joshua, Joshua put me on the boy. Joshua asked me out.
The reason I'm saying this is that I took our son to St. Vincent, and I think it was 2006. Our daughter as well, she is living in St. Vincent at present. And we went through the Saturday market, and I saw sugar apple. I was so excited. My son had never tasted sugar apple before. So I didn't want to overdo it, So I asked the lady for a couple. I did share this story before. She gave me 6. My son says, my daddy asked for a couple. She said, little boy, what's wrong with you? He asked for a couple. What do you expect? And then I had to say, so he looks at me and said, Dad, how much is a couple? Now we know how much a couple is. I'm saying this to say, you both of you used to be teachers. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Do you still teach language arts in the schools down there? Language arts.
Joshua, what you mean? The language is a core subject?
Because I don't know. I honestly do not know. In my days, language arts, that entailed comprehension and dictation. The teacher would be walking through the class, reading from a book, and you would have to write what the teacher said. That's called dictation. Comprehension, understanding. Now, I was made to understand by my hostess, Joshua, when you ask for a couple of extension, think you want 6 or 7 or 10, not 2.
Mm-hmm.
So you see where I'm coming from.
Mm-hmm.
The education revolution is great, but we need to teach English language arts in our schools, because that is desperately lacking. The best interview I've ever heard coming out of St. Vincent was one conducted by the Prime Minister. And when I say the Prime Minister, I'm talking about your Prime Minister. St. Vincent, when I say St. Vincent, I mean St. Vincent, not mine. I got a premier. Conducted with a young lady, a young girl, vision impaired.
Oh.
She was fantastic. I've never, ever heard such eloquence coming out of St. Vincent in any interview at all. So we need that. So when next I come back to St. Vincent and I ask for a couple, I don't want 5, I want 2.
Joshua, that you saying you want a couple and asking me for a couple of items and thinking 2 songs, so absurd to me. So I don't know. When you're in Rome, you do as the Romans do. So when you come to St. Vincent and you ask for a couple, no, you're getting more than that.
But then
if I said, Joshua, I want 2 grand, you ever ask for 2 grand matches, Roleza?
What even get 2 grand matches? The thing of it is that, but what it also shows, though, Joshua, is our general. We are very well known to be hospitable folks. So if you ask for something, we are going to give you what you ask for plus a little extra. That's how we generally are. So we're not going to be precise and count out 1, 2. We're going to do that.
If you do that for Vincent, and they're going to say, boy, you're stingy. You're counting them.
You have to understand. I was born in St. Vincent, right? I was born in St. Vincent. I left St. Vincent when I was 23 years old. So a lot of the things that people say and do are foreign to me. Like, when I was in Scotland last year, my hostess got up one morning and she said, Joshua, could I have some gnocchi for breakfast? And I mean, I was stunned because I still listen to you every morning, and there's a song that you play, I want some gnocchi. So she heard that, and I did not know how to respond. Luckily, her daughter knows something about the Vincentian culture, and she whispered in her mother's ear, or she whispered in my ear, Mom doesn't know what gnocchi. Mom doesn't know what gnocchi is. So she had to explain to her mom. So you see, I am Vincentian, but there's still a lot of stuff that I do not really relate to. So please be patient with me when I don't understand. I listen to some of your songs and I got to scratch my head. I'm not going to say it because to me it sounds absurd, but another hostess explained to me yesterday, it's not what you're thinking. Listen carefully and you'll get the message. So again,
sometimes it's exactly what you're thinking. I ain't even going to sugarcoat it. Sometimes it's exactly what you're thinking.
Yes. So please follow through, and I would honor my thing, because me fed up ahead. You people come on. I mean, I send you pictures of my breakfast. You complain. I want you to have the real
that's to tell you the type of women that we are, right? If you're going to do, you find a way to do for us, right? Because if you offer to help, we're going to say, no, we good, we okay, When it comes to us as these type of women, if you say you're going to do it, just do it, right? Be like Nike, just do it.
And it only applies to WEFM, not every random person. Like a lady came to Bermuda and she cussed me out. She said, you always post stuff on Facebook. I thought by coming to Bermuda and you go host me in your house, cook for me. I said, woman, get a life. Not Roleza, Rosie, and Anita. I'm going to hit you guys up later. Have a great day.
Bye, Joshua. Bye, Troublesome.
All right. No. All right. So we are going to, I feel disciplined. Okay. I feel like I've been disciplined by you.
Wait, let me go look for the thing now. Yes, you talk. Let me go look for it, because I'm going to go with Joshua next morning.
So we are going to head into another topic of discussion at this time. Question to you, the listeners. Did you know that it hails in the Caribbean? if you don't know what hail is, according to, why is the internet doing this to me? According to the Trinidad and Tobago Weather Center, hail is defined as precipitation in the form of balls or irregular lumps of ice, always produced by convective clouds, nearly always cumulonimbus clouds.
Listen to you. Me hear the pronunciation again. You just stop my language.
Why you had to do that, Roleza? Cumulonimbus clouds. Not cumulus, but cumulonimbus, which, if I remember correctly, no, I do not remember correctly, so I'm not even going to go there. But hail can damage aircraft, homes, and cars, and can be deadly to livestock and people. So normally, especially growing up, when I heard about hail, which we consider as rain as ice in its simplest form, rain that is ice. Does that even? Anyways. When I was growing up and we thought of hail, it was always outside of the Caribbean, America, Europe, places like that. We didn't think of hail in the Caribbean. What are you talking about? We don't even get snow. So why would we get hail? But apparently there have been cases in the Caribbean reported of hail. I think yesterday I came across something out of Jamaica, Manchester, Jamaica, where it is alleged that hail fell in Jamaica. So I was like, what you mean? Interestingly enough, it is not Jamaica alone. It is not unique to Jamaica. It has happened in Trinidad and Tobago. The Weather Center said it is rare, but it has happened in Trinidad and Tobago. It has also happened in St. Kitts. So it happened hail fell in St. Kitts in 2023, which is just the other day, basically. And even more interestingly enough, there was some reported case of hail in SVG. Did you know that? Did you hear about hail falling in SVG during Christmas Eve thunderstorm, the Christmas Eve thunderstorm of 2014?
2013. It would have been for
2013. Oh, okay. So not following the date I see there. Right. So apparently in 2013, hail fell in the northern part of SVG. I'm just going to read a little Searchlight article, a piece of a Searchlight article here. It says the trough system that passed on Christmas Eve brought with it many surprises and oddities, but one of the strangest, which has been widely reported, is that hail fell in the northern part of SVG during the weather system. A community health aid worker who lives in Rue Hill. I had never heard of that before until I saw the article. Roux Hill, just above the Richmond Hydro plant, said that around 10 on Christmas Eve, she was at home and she heard a strange noise on her roof. And she said it didn't sound like rain. She went to the window and saw snow-like small objects falling, call out to somebody to, tell them, hey, come see and take some pictures. What's going on here? And other persons also reported hearing things on their roofs and going outside and checking. Some persons even said, hey, I even picked up the ice. I had it in my hand. We saw it happen. It happened, here. Did you know that happens in the Caribbean? So St. Kitts has reported that. Jamaica has reported that. Trinidad has reported that. And St. Vincent, interestingly enough. I think if back then I had experienced hail Roleza, especially in 2013 or in that era, I would have definitely said, "Oh, Jesus is coming." At that particular point in my life where I was at, I honestly would have thought it was the end of the world, and just ask forgiveness of my sins. Yeah. So, have you heard of these things? Have you
Well, the thing of it is, I saw something for last year, but it was I can't remember which country it was, but it was proven to not be true. So I don't know. It's if it happens, it happens. Yeah, it's just one of those oddities, I suppose, because we live in the tropics. So yeah.
Yeah. So I just thought that we would bring that to you this morning to see if you had ever heard of it happening, if you yourself may have experienced something like it, that whether it's here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines or in another part of the world. By the way, those of you who live in Europe and North America, have you ever experienced hail? If you have, you could call us and let us know, or you could send us a WhatsApp message. But right now, we are going to head out of this talk segment and we'll be back shortly to have more discussions here on WeFM.